First of all, Ramadan Kareem to all my Muslim friends and everyone who is fasting over the next month. Today, we have a very, very big episode here. And to be honest, as I'm preparing for this episode, I just had to stop myself. I had to control myself to not add more tabs because there's just so many things that I want to talk about that I'm excited about. And but I also at the same time understand that attention spans are quite low these days, especially in the bull run where meme coins are popping left and right. So I don't want to overload you with information either. But let's just take another moment to celebrate Bitcoin now properly smashed through all-time highs, 72,000 US dollars. Congratulations, everyone who survived the bear market. You are the true heroes because you believed in crypto when everybody was leaving the sinking ship. You sticked around, you doubled down, you did your research, and here you are enjoying the fruits of that risk that you took. Ethereum also at the same time crossed $4,000. Great to see. And now slowly altcoins are starting to run. We saw near up 56% on the week. Yeah, Atom 6% up. Nothing much happened. $13.50. A bit of a stable coin around those levels in the past couple of days. Render up 50%. The graph 37%. So overall, quite good week. Thorchain, also Cosmos chain. So this is a nice Cosmos trio here with Celestia, Thorchain, and Fetch. I also think like Osmo, to be honest, I haven't really seen a lot of price action from Osmo, but yeah, I think this is gonna pop sooner or later. It's just in this kind of weird reaccumulation range, or I don't know what range that is. It's just like stablecoin range. Osmo is in stablecoin range, but guys, this is gonna break out sooner or later. And in my view, $10, $12 all-time highs are programmed for that coin. So that's my personal view. Osmo, and yeah, all other Cosmos coins also doing relatively well. We can look into this here. Top gainers, we have Sommelier also making some moves, 23 cents now, up 20%. Sommelier also, by the way, activated now basically inflation. So there was a proposal, I think, that passed, which yeah, caused this huge 20% staking APR, because for a long time, Sommelier has been pure on-chain revenue that you got for staking some. So yeah, there's a bunch of proposals actually to really double down on incentives, which are coming from the community pool to actually yeah, be more aggressively out there, and also to incentivize stakers. The bonded ratio is relatively low, but now with the staking APR being 20%, this might increase. And yeah, you can also delegate your sum to Stexito. We're running a node here since Genesis, I think, at least the very early days. Then we also have Chihuahua up 20%, Sentinel 14%, Xpla also double digits up, and evmos also 10%. Nice to see back above 10 cents, still extremely low. But yeah, maybe evmos can make a comeback. Let's get started right away. I said there's a lot of things to cover today. First thing, Coreum. Coreum is a Cosmos Layer 1 blockchain that is developed by the core team that has also behind Sologenic. And Sologenic is a DeFi platform that resides on the XRP ledger. So the core team behind Coreum is actually kind of native to the Ripple and XRP world. But now with their Cosmos Layer 1 blockchain that is specialized on tokenization, I made a full video about that over a year ago, I think, around that time. And now they are also launching their XRP ledger bridge to the Coreum blockchain, which is a Cosmos chain, which basically means this is an extension of IBC, an integration of IBC to enable compatibility with the XRP ledger. And back around a year ago, when I made my review about Coreum, I already talked about that this might happen, and now it actually is going to happen. So that's great to see. Also, watch out for more announcements from Coreum regarding more alignment with Cosmos, the Cosmos ecosystem. They will also be at Cosmoverse this year, so you'll also have a chance to meet them there. And all of your other Cosmos heroes, they're all going to be in Cosmoverse this year in Dubai in October. And also, by the way, we're doing an event in Seoul, South Korea around Middle Asia, April 1st, and Dubai around Token 2049 on April 16th. Now, has Coreum price reacted to that? Not really, up 5% today, 16 cents, which I think is still very low, considering this is a a huge tokenization L1, RWAs play in crypto, and RWAs is also a big narrative. I actually personally prefer the term tokenization, but yeah, this is just a formality. But yeah, $81 million FDV for such an L1, I think is still cheap. And also, if you look at all-time highs and where the price is ranging, 7.2 cents was the low, so we're just a 2x above the lows. And 70 cents was the all-time high when it launched around 2 years ago. I think, or was it even before the migration? Because I think Core was there before, and then they migrated to the new Coreum blockchain. But anyways, in my view, super cheap right now. And yeah, definitely want to put in your watch list. Then we have the big announcement from my man, Jack Sempolin, Rochains. We talked about it on Splitting Atom the other day, on the last Splitting Atom episode. So if you click on live, the live tab on my YouTube channel, you'll see the Splitting Atom show with Jack Sempolin, which was a great conversation I had with him. We have the next episode scheduled, by the way, for the 21st, so next week. And Rochains, he teased it on the show. Now it's public, it's live. Rochains is going to be a framework on how you can build, maintain, and scale a Cosmos SDK blockchain. And they announced also the first product, which is called Spawn, a powerful developer tool for creating Cosmos SDK blockchains. And this is all important stuff, right? Of course, we always love to be on the front end. What is the name of the next meme coin that's going to 100x? But this is developer backend stuff that's super important to onboard and scale developer adoption for Cosmos, right? So far, we had Ignite, developed by, well, the company that's also called Ignite, or All in Bits. But Ignite is also a framework to launch Cosmos chains. Rochains, and I'm not technical at all, so I can't really assess this, but Rochains sounds to be a more comprehensive framework where you can do also more things, and it's a out-of-the-box full-stack developer toolkit for everyone to just launch their own Cosmos SDK chain. And we also have breaking news. The Nibiru mainnet went live and the Nibiru token just started trading. Nibiru is a Cosmos-based layer 1 blockchain. You can read all about it here in the docs, fully built on a Cosmos SDK, also IBC compatible, and hence joining the IBC gang. And the Nibiru token just went live on multiple exchanges, I guess. Here's one on Gate.io, currently trading at $0.53, which implies a fully diluted valuation of around $700 to $800 million, because the total supply is 1.5 billion. There was also a public sale on CoinList, and also there was a gamified airdrop. Head over, if you have some Nibi, to app.nibiru.fi/stake, and you can, of course, stake with Stexito. We're right here, one of the 38 Genesis validators. So stake with Stexito if you have some Nibi, much appreciated, and congratulations if you got in early at Nibi. Next up, we have some big news and milestone achievements from pStake by Persistence. So pStake is the liquid staking provider on the Persistence One hub, and pStake, they just actually came out with their liquid staking thesis, and their thesis is basically that more than 30% of major Cosmos chain stake might be liquid staked. And 30% doesn't sound a lot, but it actually is a lot in total numbers, right? We're talking like double-digit billions. And right now we are at the lower hundreds of millions, right? It's like, I think the total market cap or total value of liquid staked assets in Cosmos right now is around 200 million or something like that. So they're predicting basically a 100x of that amount over the next couple of years, which to be honest makes a lot of sense, right? I talked a lot about liquid staking and also liquid restaking in this whole shared security and restaking era that we're entering with the launch of EigenLayer. Now also Persistence is doing restaking, and Picasso is doing restaking, Babylon Chain is doing it with Bitcoin. So there might be a huge restaking season and a huge demand and use case for LRTs in that new economy, right? At the same time, I also want to make you aware that anything that is brand new and anything that involves kind of new ways to generate yield also comes with additional risks, right? The P-Stake token has also done quite nice over the past couple of days and weeks, above 17 cents right now, $90 million fully diluted valuation. And yeah, this has just woken up from like 4 cents. The lows here was actually below 2 cents, the all-time low 8 months ago. And yeah, all-time high was $1.20. So still kind of 10x material to get to all-time highs. And then we'll see from there. Anyways, that's the P-Stake token. You can read the full article here. Also, there's a lot of updates here. For example, there's also this new SDK Osmo Dynamic S pool with a crazy 71% net APR over the past 24 hours. So that's annualized, obviously, but in the past 24 hours, this has been the APR in that pool. And it's absolutely amazing, right? In that context, and you can access that here on app.quasar.fi. There's the pool here, but the cap is almost reached here. So yeah, probably by the time you're watching this video, there might not be more availability to get into that pool. Anyways, where there might be availability to get in for sure is on Dexter. There's some decent pools with decent APRs on Dexter. I made a full-on review on that a couple of weeks ago. I actually also have a full-on review about persistence restaking, eigenlayer restaking, coming up in a video very, very soon. But Dexter is the native DEX on the Persistence 1 chain. And just look at these APRs here. I mean, there's a 71% APR on the Atom SDK Atom pool, heavily incentivized by P-Stake. Also, there's a crazy stablecoin pool with USDC, USDT with 54% in incentives for XPRT and also the swap fee. So that's also crazy. And like just throughout the thing, there's a lot of liquid staking pairs, right? Like DYDX, SDK DYDX 200%, and also a brand new Stars, SDK Stars, which just launched with 300% staking APR, right? And for those pools where you have native token and liquid staked token, you have mitigated impermanent loss, right? Which is always the biggest risk for any LP provision that you're doing. But yeah, because the assets are of the same nature, you don't really have that risk here. That traction and momentum also reflects now on the numbers, right? I mean, P-Stake, like I said, has around a $90 million fully diluted valuation, or here it says 82 million. And the TVL is now at 19.5 million, right? With BSC being the largest one, 10 million, and then on Persistence, 9.2 million. So things are growing, things are evolving. And speaking of stablecoin pools, there's also another interesting pool, the Silk IST pool, which are both decentralized stable tokens native to Cosmos, Silk native to Shade Protocol, IST by Agoric. And actually just recorded a full-on step-by-step tutorial on how you can actually get to this pool, how you can mint IST, because it's still not as intuitive as I wish it would be, to be honest. But that's also where the opportunity is, right? The hardest things, or let's say the things with the best incentives and with the highest upside, are usually also the ones where it's not as easy to get to. It's not as easy to allocate information, right? To understand where to go and where to click. But if you want to diversify the risk and also diversify the incentives you're getting, because here you're getting incentivized in XPRT, whereas on Shade you get incentivized in SHD tokens, then this makes sense to check out. Now, that said, there are big launches coming up in Cosmos in the next weeks and months. Those are my top 3. There's a long list of projects that are launching, right? But Saga, Babylon, and Berachain are my top 3 that are now almost imminent to launch. I think Saga is going to be the first one, and then either Babylon or Berachain. I'm not sure which one is going to launch first between the two. But all of them are likely to do airdrops. Saga definitely does an airdrop. There's a tutorial. I just claimed it the other day. You can check that out and claim your Saga airdrop right now. Babylon, I walked you through the whole Bitcoin Pioneers Pass, how you can get that. And that should also potentially qualify you for an airdrop. And Berachain, well, I kept you posted over the past months on, doing the testnet task. We did tutorials with Liam, also here on this channel and also on the Stakesedo channel. So you should be qualifying in case there's an airdrop for Berachain as well here. Another one that's really big that I also kept you posted already a long time ago is Eclipse. Eclipse is Ethereum's first Solana VM L2. So they're deploying Solana's virtual machine, which is obviously super fast, as an Ethereum L2, and this is also fully IBC enabled. This is also using Celestia for data availability, and they just announced a crazy $50 million Series A raise led by Placeholder VC, which is the VC from Chris Berniske, who is amazing, and also Heck VC, and also a lot of angels, right? So Meltem is in, John Adler from Celestia is in, Zach XBT, Anthony Sassano, Austin Federa. So they got Solana people, Celestia people, Ethereum people, and also big media or big VCs itself, right? Also Merit is invested here. So that's cool to see. And also cryptosrus invested, right? I'm invested into Eclipse, but already since a long time, since over a year now. So yeah, great to see that Eclipse is gaining massive traction. I mean, this announcement, 1 million impressions, great to see. And a lot of people are tweeting about them. And, you know, you see OKX Ventures also invested, like this thing is gonna get listed on OKX, and so on and so forth, right? So this is great to see. If you understand what Eclipse actually is and does, you can check out my interview with Neil Somani, who is the founder of Eclipse and a great guy. We have contact since well over a year now. And I've also been tracking his process from the original idea, because first he wanted to actually build something on Terra, and then shortly after that, Terra collapsed. And then he actually built Eclipse out of the ashes of the Terra collapse, which is amazing to see. Now, I have two more things, or three. Number one, Aleph Zero. I talked about it in my recent video. There's actually more Aleph Zero content coming up now, because they're also now our content partners at Cryptocito. So Aleph Zero, why am I bringing this up today? Number one, because I think this is an interesting outside of Cosmos play that I personally really like. I have had contact with the team now for 9 months at this point, and they're just hardcore builders, very focused on the tech, but those have great enterprise adoption, which is cool to see. And there is some alpha also, because they have the Alephoria campaign coming up very soon. I can't tell a lot about it right now, but you're going to hear more about it here on this channel in the next coming weeks and months. So check that out. And lastly, Cosmoverse, like I said, October 21st to 23rd is the main conference in Dubai, followed by a hackathon. So if you're a developer, also, yeah, get your tickets and put this on your calendar. And we just announced the launch of the first 5 tracks, because this year's Cosmoverse, things are going to be a bit different. And we have 5 tracks here announced. There's going to be more tracks, but we'll have the modularity track, the tokenization, restaking, AI, and EVM track to also realign some of the outside of Cosmos plays that have now evolved over the past couple of years. And yeah, to just have a more custom experience at Cosmoverse this year. So put this also on your list and bookmark the website. Tickets are coming soon. And yeah, if you're a project, you can apply for any of those tracks. Now, final bonus point here, Hava Coin. I brought this up to you the other day. Hava Coin is a new meme coin that is yeah, this is branded as the Injective and Celestia and Cosmos meme coin now. I have no clue who this is. I have no clue who's behind it, how this works, what it is, what it does. If this turns out to be a scam, then yeah, that's just what it is, right? Just making you aware that there's an airdrop and 50% of the supply has just been burned, which boosts the airdrop supply from 2.5% to 5.5%. Hopefully, there's also going to be a reallocation for unclaimed airdrop amounts to those that claimed, similar to how Stride did it and many others. So that's the new tokenomics. And yeah, Hava, they have a good Twitter game. I will say that. They have a decent Twitter game, and you can already see like good branding, good graphics, which is probably at this point also all that a meme coin needs, right? So let's see where this is going. And yeah, value-packed episode today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe, guys, and be good.